I told you at the top of the hour I would have him on the show, and I got my man Big Feeve on the line. What's up, Feeve?
What's up, KD the Handy, man? Everybody love you all around the world, man. You getting it in. We really appreciate you, fam.
I wish I was like that. Hey, what you got going on, man?
So, man, you know, I'm out here getting it in. You know, we're still working on the video. I had the options of using Tony White. You know, the single's entitled Keep It 100. And it was actually produced by Reese for Fresh Off a Breakup Production. He did all the production on it. And then Tracy Lane, who was also with the Dog Pound and all those cats, he actually sung and wrote the hook on it. And so I had the opportunity to work with Tracy Lane. And we actually recorded right here in the city of Las Vegas. And we shot it out to Tracy Lane. And he just took my vocals and made it a hot song, you know.
Right.
So big ups to Tracy Lane.
Oh, well, it's definitely moving, man, and it's been moving ever since I had it, especially over here in the Southeast. So, you in Vegas, is it working for you on the West Coast?
You know, it actually is. You know, it's definitely, got to give a shout out to DJ Voodoo Spells as well, who actually, over at Bad Boy, who actually took it and did a remix to it, and he's loving it. He loved the original, of course. And shout out to DJ Dre Day, who's a core DJ over at 97, Hot 97.5 out here in the city of Las Vegas. He actually spit it. DJ Big D's core DJ. And, yeah, but, you know, like I say, Long Beach, California is where the vocals was produced and arranged and cut like and things like that. So, yeah, you know, I got to give a shout out to Ambar Tequila, who actually sponsored the video and paying for everything. For Tony White, you know, we got Tony White. You know, I actually had the privilege of knowing him and working with his little brother. And, you know, Tony White he's a movie producer and stuff like that. So he came out and shot the video. And Ambar Tequila actually paid him. And they set us up at the Blue Martini, man, which is an incredible club. You know, it's a beautiful club. And we shot in there, VIP. You know, and they had 27 women they flew in from around the world that came in. It was 4 months, yeah, and they was in a pageant, some kind of pageant that Ambar Tequila was having here at the MGM Grand. And so what happened is when they was here, he had them flown in during the time when I was shooting the video, which was September the 17th, and so he flew him in. And shout out to Fuller Game Entertainment, who actually is based out of Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
They actually, yeah, and they came out here. What they did is they said, see, man, we really want to help you push this project because they got distribution with Universal Music Group. And they said, well, see, man, we really, because he was out in Atlanta, thanks to Katie, he heard it. I don't know, one of those clubs played it, because I know before anybody got in Atlanta, Katie, the handyman, the core DJ. Shout out to Tony Neal, man, for allowing artists like myself that really didn't have a major budget and just only have talent to go on, to allow us to have an outlet for our music, man. And you know, I wanted to give a shout out to everybody on Facebook as well, you know, that's supporting me. And definitely got to send out to Pete Glass. And let me see, I got so many people I can't recall all their names just right offhand. But
that's cool. Hey, let me ask you this, Feeve. How's the club scene in Vegas other than the main strip? Because, you know, when I was out there for the awards, for the Core DJ Retreat in 2009, you know, everything we did was mostly on that main strip, although we was based up there at the hotel, the Stratosphere, but all the clubs we went to was on the main strip. So I'm wondering what's outside the main strip, because we didn't really get to venture and see all of Vegas. But I do got a homeboy that live down there, and he's always telling me how you got to get outside that strip. So what the rest of the city look like?
Well, you know, you got certain environment. You know, you got, the thing about it is, you know, mostly people that come in from out of town go to the strip. But then you have people, the Vegans, the city of Las Vegas, man, they really like to kind of stay away from that strip, you know, the traffic and stuff like that. So we got clubs out here, you know what I'm saying, that we go to, you know, but what happens is you have little small spots that people go to, and then you got, a couple of major clubs, and then we got some promoters out here like Twigs and Big Keys and Squally C. What they do is they'll go and rent out a location, a venue, and they would throw an event. They would have a major artist come down or something like that and perform like that. But as far as going to a club every weekend and that club is going to be on and popping without it being on the strip, that's not happening. Because clubs, most of the club venues are that's consistent and always open are on the strip. Unfortunately, they had. Suge had a club called the 636 or something like that, and then it was taken over by Luke Collins and them, and Sweet Luke Collins, and it was the 702, and we had that for a minute, but that was a club that you could actually go to every Wednesday, every Thursday, every Friday. The club didn't move, but that club got turned into a major hookah lounge now. But yeah. So, but other than just having a club that you could go to on a Friday and a Saturday that'll be there for days and weeks and months to come, like they do on the strip, that's not possible. What happens, though, if you connected with the circle like me, is everybody send me an event. I'm with Vegas, .com and all these different venues and all these promoters, they all know me out here. So they send me. So when they change locations, they make sure that I get an invite to wherever the function is going to be at, so.
Right.
Yeah, so, but.
That's cool. So do you spend a lot of time in Cali, up and down the coast?
You know what? Actually, I only go to Cali unless I'm going to do a meeting. I'm gonna shoot a reality show. I go to Cali, to sit down like with Mav over at Gene. Shout out to Mav over at Gene Representation. He did 50 Cent, Robin Thicke, Lady Gaga. He's a producer out there. Got like 31 producers, and he did some production on my album entitled Lyrics and Life as well. So yeah, shout out to Mav. But yeah, I only go out to Cali. But most of the time, I'm here in Las Vegas, and then every once in a while, like I shoot out to the Midwest. I go to Atlanta, I go to Oklahoma, Mississippi, Houston, and Dallas. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I'm right here in my backyard, just beating the streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a local rapper out here. You know what I'm saying? That's and that's how they look at me. But that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm on 3 radio stations. And I'm doing my thing, and and what I ain't doing is I'm not disrespecting other artists. I'm not, when I see another artist get into a situation, I make sure that I respect what they doing and what they got going, and don't jump in their lane trying to disrespect them and stuff like that. I'm trying to stay humble and just keep pushing out this single, and hopefully it'll break and everybody will give me recognition and realizing they like it and stuff like that. So that's where I'm at with that.